Hi, I just want to let you guys know that I am not very good at this video making thing. So I'm going to do my best and give you a bit of information about myself. I am Eric James, and I would like to introduce myself to you, current and potentially future Camp Unity game supporters, as the creative director for Camp Unity Games. I create documentation for Camp Unity games. I create basically the entire world. And what I do is I basically am writing the encyclopedia or the Bible for the game in a sense. Everything that is going to be in the game in terms of like how characters look, how many points you score per game, what kind of games are played, is things that I do. I sit down with my team of creative students or former students of Collins College. They're all graduated just like I am. And we sit down on a weekly, sometimes bi-weekly basis, and we really just start writing on a whiteboard. We say, okay, we want to do games based around a lake or, say, a cafeteria area. And we think of, say, we go, what kind of activities can you do on a lake or in a cafeteria? And we go, well, you can, fly a kite on the beach. You could perhaps sail a boat. You can do a lot of different things, and we basically come up with games based on that. The reason I got into Camp Unity is I met Dr. Chris in school. He was one of my instructors, and I actually started as an artist in school until I found out that I wanted to pursue this design direction. And he and I began talking about my future in the gaming industry after I got out of school. And I said, well, I wanted to make things like, the Halos and the Final Fantasies and Mario Karts and things like that. I also really, really wanted to get into the more helpful portions of the gaming industry where you could link it up to things like education and healthcare, like physical therapy, like that, physical fitness. And education was actually one of my prime things I wanted to do in my future, because I want education to be easy for kids, where they can really feel like they're learning something while having fun. And I've actually learned a lot through gaming. I've become, you've got the hand-eye coordination thing, but I, on a personal level, have learned how to tell better stories through games. And I was always a big story writer because I played a lot of video games. So when I was a kid, that's what was really good for me, and it helped me all throughout school, because the more games I played, the better I got with the creative aspects, which made me better in classes like English. I was eventually better in design classes in college, and then when I graduated, I signed up with Dr. Chris to do Camp Unity because I wanted to be on a project that could do the same thing for our upcoming generation that it did for me. Now, Camp Unity is based on math currently, so we're going to be doing projects to make it fun for kids to learn math, because I was never the best in math, and I didn't really I just wasn't that great at it because it didn't hold my attention. And with Camp Unity games, we really want to make it so that kids want to learn, so that they have fun while they're learning. And one thing I really want personally is to show that kids can make a lot of progress with their learning, because I know kids can feel like they're stuck on something, like they can't get past things, and that's one of the problems I had in school. Was if I got stuck in a subject I didn't already like, I stopped caring. And the older I got, classes like, unfortunately, like science or other languages or math, I would start putting off to the side and focusing more on the classes I really did like art and English and anything that revolved around being creative. And I think kids should be able to have a way to get past those roadblocks rather than just, being feeling stuck. They have not only, their parents that they can go to, the homework, and their teachers help, but hopefully Camp Unity Games can be a way teachers can help those kids that have certain roadblocks. Like, they're not, like I said, they're not feeling like they're getting past the things they can't grasp, or that's just hard for them. And so if it's more fun, they might be willing to do it more, because that would certainly help me. So I would like to introduce myself again as the creative director for Camp Unity Games, and I hope you enjoy what we have coming up.